ありったけの夢をかき集め探し物を探しに行くのさ One Piece.
Okay, I think that's good. Alright, so this is the next part for the One Piece review that I'm doing. Arcs one a week, unless I hit the light goal. I didn't hit the light goal for the last episode, which was 5. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out here. So 5 likes for this one, and this Start Village review, which is what I'll do, which is what I'm doing today, right now, and then I'll do another one, so yeah. Let's get to what I thought of the Start Village arc in One Piece, which is the 3rd arc, which is episode 9, I think, yeah, 9 to 19, and then 20 starts the next arc, officially. So this arc we get introduced to Usopp, which is, I don't know, he's Usopp. I mean, he's a liar. He was known as a liar in his village, and it's clear, make that clearly obvious. That's who he is. He's a liar. And then his backstory isn't the craziest, I think. I mean, the way they don't really have a set episode that focuses on it. It's just kind of like they talk about it. Luffy and him talk about it, and I think Zoro, maybe, or then Nami, if they maybe like mention it to him, or he talks to mostly Luffy, because Luffy knew his dad, because his dad Yasopp is on Shanks' crew, so they met. So that's kind of their connection there, since Luffy knows his dad. So in Luffy's interpretation already that his dad is such a cool guy and a sniper, and Usopp does have that goal. He said, dream that he said, you know, he would wishes he could be like his dad, but he's just really afraid and whatnot, and you know, he mostly kind of this argument kind of shows that you know, he wanted friends, and he wanted to go on an adventure. He wanted more, but he didn't know how to go about it or whatever, because because of his background with his dad being a notorious pirate. But even that's what he wanted to do. But it was I don't know. It's not like the most saddest or craziest backstory, but it's got a little deepness to it, but not too much. And then, so we see Kaya as well, which Kaya is the sweet girl in the mansion and whatnot. She's got this sickness because her parents died, and she's just really exhausted a lot. And then we see their butler, Klahadore is what they call him. Come to find out that he is actually Captain Kuro of the Black Cat Pirates, who had a plan to attack Kaya, kill her, and steal her mansion and her money. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, to me, that's not the craziest thing. It's like, whatever. It's a 3 or 5 years, I don't remember how long, but it was like that kind of long of a little event. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we have that happens, and Usopp and Luffy and them off. Well, mostly Usopp and Luffy were there on the mountaintop, and they heard it. But Usopp is the one that cared most. Luffy just kind of whatever. He was just there because he wanted to be more closer friends with Usopp. And then, so that Usopp that also tried to prove that, you know, he wanted to be serious with everything, but everyone didn't believe him. And I'm like, damn, poor Usopp, because he got to fight, man. I mean, and he does, even though he's not strong, he tries, and I give it to him. Because it's very, you know, he was a coward, and he did show that a lot. But I thought it really just kind of shows how Usopp is going to be like mostly throughout the series. Because at least, I'm pretty deep into it. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna mention where I'm at right now, because I don't know if that kind of maybe, I don't know if that gives spoilers. I don't know if anything, but yeah, I'm pretty deep into it. But though this arc is a really good setting stone for how Usopp's gonna be kind of show cowardly, but still want to be able to do something and help out, and when only his way, and he'll take it slower. He's a sniper, so he likes to be in the back and fire and people and do something or whatnot. But he does have ideas, though. He is smart, Yeah, not the smartest, but he kind of has, being a sniper, I guess he kind of has like a tactical mindset to how he can handle certain situations in a fight. So I thought that, or whatever they need to do, even though he knows he's weak, which he is technically not, he's not that strong, but but his little inventions with his slingshot, his little stars is what he calls it, little balls, and they have different effects like exploding or smoke or there's a lot of stuff. I don't remember the exact ones he shows here, but there's like a lot of different ones he uses over the course of the show, the anime. So it's it's fine, and then Kuro and his gang are uh I don't know. I'm not like. I mean, Kuro's kind of cool with those cat claws. I think it's kind of interesting, and the way he fights, like all cat-like. I thought that was kind of interesting. But his goal is just kind of bland. I mean, it's like a whole long time period of time for him to set it up, and to do it, and it's just like I'm on kind of on Luffy's fence. Like, gave up being your pirate, and he threw his whole crew away and wanted to kill them all for his sake. It's just kind of I don't know. I'm not as a, and the fights here were they were okay, I guess. It's mostly highlighting Usopp. I knew Luffy pretty much took him out Kuro easily once he got a hold of him. It just pretty much he was doing some big punches, and then he bashed his head into him and knocked him out and whatnot. And he had his little, I don't know. Kuro's kind of cool, but Kuro it wasn't the best arc. I would say I thought it was cool. But it was mostly representing for Usopp. This is Usopp's arc. So, and then I liked Usopp's connection with Kaya. Of course, it's kind of cute and whatnot. Like, Usopp does like her, obvious. I mean, he doesn't show it, but or like really say it, but I think he does. I just feel like he does. Shit. Why not? That's the pretty girl in his a rich girl in his village, So why would she's like slim and stuff? So why would he not like her? I don't know. That's just probably where I'm coming from. But Carl's plan was okay, and then Django was funny. I mean, not really. It was okay, and then whatever. And the brothers there were Meow and Rose, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't too like into. I wasn't too. I wasn't too crazy about him. I would say over like say Buggy. I thought Buggy was funnier and more. I just preferred. If you have a serious villain, it needs to be like a very good. Like he needs like a good idea, good plan, or be kind of intimidating. He wasn't really the most intimidating. I mean, he was tall. This clause, which is cool, but like he didn't like Buggy wasn't really intimidating. But Buggy's mindset wasn't to be intimidating, so that's why I like Buggy a lot. He isn't supposed to be, but really wasn't. And then he got his stupid little his 3 year, 4 year, five whatever long year plan is not it's generic. I mean, I get like later on we have like some other people that have their own ideas as well, but they have bigger things set in mind. Like you would think, like just like why would you want money when you're a pirate? You could easily just do something else to get it. You're supposed to be really strong. You have like a what 10 million battery bounty? I don't know. So I don't understand that. Wasn't the craziest. So then but it's cool also that this arc I will give. It did do Usopp. Not I wouldn't say the best justice, but I feel like it was solid for what it was for him as a character, and I think of what he's gonna bring to the crew. Over, I think, but he does a little more. He does a lot more overall later on overall. But I think like for an intro, I think it's not too bad. It's not relatively not too bad. So then we have after they defeat him, we get the Mary. Yeah, you go and marry the cruise ship for a while. Quite a bit of fair bit of adventures and episodes. And once I'll get to the point where yeah, okay, I'm not saying that. Because I'm hoping that if people watch these reviews, they get into hopefully that they kind of understand and see where I feel for these arcs. whatnot. I did kind of the first two kind of mention like stuff here and there, but I shouldn't. I'm not gonna try not to as well now because I don't. I think this doesn't set the mood right. So I'm gonna try to stray just from where I'm at and just talk about what I'm at. But I'll like I give some insight, but like for Usopp, whatever I'm gonna mention, but I'm not gonna go too in depth on everything. What happens later. Yeah, they get their ship, and that's cool. Now they have a good ship to travel around, and Usopp was feeling silly and whatever. Got this big old bag, didn't want to go, but then they're like, "Come on, get on here, idiot, stupid, whatever." You know, you're one of us, you're a friend. So yeah, that was a cool thing moment. Then we have an episode where they go on the treasure island with this little treasure box, Afro green head animal Gaimon. That was a silly episode. It was cool. He was a little kind of like a little funny looking dude, so it's fine there. And then we have Zoro's Past, which is episode 19, which is last. This review is getting long, I can already tell, but there's more episodes here. There's like 10 episodes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 11 episodes. So yeah, there's a little more. The more episodes I'm gonna come just more to go over. So yeah. So Zoro's Past with Kuina. It was pretty sad. It was kind of sad, and that's where their goal for to become world's greatest swordsman was there, and where he made his promise. He couldn't beat her for like 2,000, 1,000, something like that. Times they fight, he couldn't win. But like you saw Zoro's determination and what he really wanted, and then that tragic accident happened to Kuina. That was sad. I wish that didn't happen, but it did to her because she seemed like she would have been very interesting. But then we have someone else that kind of fills the role but differently. I don't know. I'll get to there. I don't know. Could be someone. I don't know. There you go. But play it on mine. Okay. It's just I'm okay. Uh, what else? I mean, it was a good. It was a pretty good pass. It wasn't like the tragicest, but it was better than Usopp's. I would say because he actually surrendered to death. Then so that really pushed Zoro to set his goal and what he really wanted to do. And then he trained. He trained really hard to get to where he's at currently and be as strong as he can with the three sword style. And he's still learning new moves. And I think he's learning doing something else in this arc. I don't remember, but it feels like every arc so far, he's using a different move or something with his sword, which is cool. So it was a good episode. So I don't know, Sir Village isn't the best, I would say at all. Villain, Crow's okay, it's fine, and then the Usopp isn't the best, my favorite character at all. But I think a solid job of how setting him up and what he brings to the team, to the crew. And then and then their ship, that's where they're going. Mary comes out, and that's awesome. And Zoro's Pass was good. So it's I don't know if I have to really give it, considering how much I, like how much Usopp. This pretty considering this is like the main. This is Usopp. His introduction. I felt like it was lackluster. It could have been. They didn't really do too much. I didn't feel like too attached to him like I could be for other characters. So it's. I want to give it a 7. Feel like because it is good, but it didn't really hit the mark that much. It really didn't. It really wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad though. It was good for what it was worth. So Sir Village is a 7. All right, so subscribe and like. Hopefully 5 likes, and I'll do 2 videos next week for the next 2 arcs, which will probably almost over with East Blue. So I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want to do a full review. I can do a saga review as well, kind of like a quick summary of everything and who I like best and whatnot. I'll probably do that as well. But yeah, so this was this arc. This 10, 11 episodes. I don't know. I'll throw it on the screen as well later in the beginning of the intro. I plug in the song for the first opening, some seconds of it. And also with my reviews, I don't know if y'all seen I'm only on the first season, but like every season for the song that represents them, they're like the main song, unless there's like two or so. Like I'm not gonna put the retrains of season one opening in here. I'm gonna put the actual main opening that goes with that one, unless it's like something. This is like thing different. Like I might do something different when I get to one of the seasons, because there's two openings that with it, and both are one I really like and one is good too. But so yeah, well, so this I'm pretty much covered everything I could. So characters and well, new characters really not covering the old characters. We know them. They're with us on our journey. The new events, the villains, the plot, and then if there's any backstories, I'll cover that. So that's kind of essentially how I cover, and then my overall feels of what goes on. So yeah, this has been Sir Village. Jeb out of here, or Jared, or whatever you want to call me. See ya. Remember, 5 likes for 2 episodes next week, and yeah, if not, and then I'll just do one. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Bye.